Check. So I know I'm working. Let's get this thing going here. All right, what's going on out there this Wednesday afternoon, Mecha Heads? Looks like I'm going live here again in the afternoon. Trying to set a good time here for our South African folks. I know we've had a little bit of issues over there and stuff, but we're still trying to keep it going and get the lives together for you folks over there in Africa during the time of the day where you can get to see them. Again, everybody out there in Mecha Land, I'll still be going live this evening at my normal time at 8 o'clock. What's going on, Mr. Cinnamore? Um, so make sure you share this one around. Make sure we get it over to our Mecha Africa page there, if you don't mind, for me, peoples. Um, I do got a guest I'm gonna bring on with me this afternoon. Um, I know some of you might have seen it, some of you might not. Shannon's been posting, we've been putting it on Facebook, but we have a new retail member uh, called Rebel Magazine, I believe is what we call that, or Rebels Media. So Shannon's been sharing that with you guys. It's like a monthly little digital magazine that they've started up over there. It's pretty cool. Show off your cars and stuff. But anyway, so I've got Mr. Kevin Stone with me here today with Rebels Media. So I'm going to bring him on here with us. Make sure we get this working here. All right. So I got Mr. Kevin Stone here with us now, I think. It looks like we're where we should be. How you doing today, man?
Pardon you, bud.
Oh, I'm doing pretty well, doing pretty well. I got to talk to you for just a few minutes before we got on here. I just want to thank you for becoming a Mecca retail member. And, like I kind of told everybody already, you're with the Rebel Media or Rebels Magazine. Hopefully, I've got that right there. Um,
Yes.
did you want to tell us a little bit about your magazine, what you're doing, maybe how you got it going, or how you came up with getting it started, and we'll kind of go from
Yes,
there.
sure. Rebels magazine started up in July 2023, where we just started doing coverages on small events and so on that's happening here in South Africa. And we have been evolving ever since. And the basic thing that we do at Rebels magazine is we give people exposure to the world of show and shine and sound competitions all over. Um, we are not like a typical brand as per se, due to the fact that we even give the smallest person or the beginners the exposure that they need to show off their projects going forward. So yeah, that's basically our main goal, is to make sure that we get enough people, all the people that loves the sport that we are into, getting them that exposure to being part of the whole family globally.
That's awesome. So essentially, I guess your main goal is basically just to give exposure to the different vehicles, different projects, things of that nature.
Yes, that's correct. We would like to, get as much people into what we are doing as a community, and I believe that with Rebels magazine, that we can reach that goal and make sure that everybody gets noticed.
That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. Let's see. I guess we did touch on this briefly when we were on here a little earlier. Shannon was telling me, like I told you, that maybe you were planning on doing a show and shine MECA show and shine event. So she was curious on, you know, maybe when you were thinking about trying to make that happen, or where, things of that nature. You have plans for it already? I don't want to put you on the spot too bad, but um, maybe
Yes,
maybe
we definitely have plans. I would really love the opportunity to have a show and shine event here in South Africa. I'm planning on between August and September, when it's a little bit hotter this side, to have a nice little event and to get as much people involved with it as possible. So yeah, definitely that is in the works, that we are going to host a MECA show here.
that's awesome. That's awesome. So we are hopefully gonna be planning a show and shine event here with the Rebels Media Group. I see a few comments over here on the side. Let's see. How we doing, Bryce, Mr. Milani, Mr. Joe, Mr. Anderson? Hope you guys are doing pretty good this afternoon. Uh, I, I know Mr. Joseph Alt. I'm going to call you here in a little bit, but this is our head of sound pressure. It's his birthday today, so happy birthday, Joe. Hope
Happy
it's a good one.
birthday.
I know you had to go back to work today, but maybe you'll get to party later on tonight. So happy birthday to Joe. Um, let's see what else I got down here. Um, your competition that you're running for the cover of your magazine cover. I think there's a competition going on for the cover of the Red Rebel magazine. I guess maybe can you explain to the folks how they could enter that competition if they're interested in joining that there?
Yes, that's a good question. So what you need to enter the competition is, I need 15 pictures of the vehicle, inside, outside, and all around. Those pictures will then be sent to Shannon. Shannon will then send those pictures through to us. We will then automatically enter that person into the competition. So every month we will be having a Rebel Heads of the Month. So that picture of the vehicle will then be entered, on its own page, and then the winner of that specific month will then have the cover photo or the cover page of the magazine on the next month's issue, as well as a full feature of what happened, the whole vehicle's history and so on. And then obviously they will get a 1 year golden subscription with Rebels Media International, where they will be able to log into the app, and they can download all the previous magazines. They can log on to our radio station and all our other social media platforms as well. So this is actually quite exciting, that we just started something like this now, or a project like this. And even though, if you don't win the competition, your car will be featured in the magazine in any case, because we want to give you that exposure needed. And the good thing about it all is, we don't charge money for entries for the competition, as part of our way of showing um, the rest of the world what the people are doing with their projects.
That was going to be my next question there. What about, is there a cost or fee to enter? So I guess you kind of already answered that. You just need to submit pictures of your ride. Um, I guess if you're over here, they submit them to Shannon, and then we'll get those over to you guys. And then if they're a South African member, where would they submit their photos there?
The South African members can either WhatsApp me personally, or G, that's one of the people that works for the company, and we will then take it from there. We also have a person in the UK that is also running the competition on their side as well. All those details will be given. and the contact details and so on for the people in the UK as well to enter this competition, as this is a global um, thing that we're trying to achieve here.
Right. Okay. And then I think you also kind of touched on, you said, the whole kind of goal and idea behind the Rebels magazine was to try to gain exposure to give, pretty much anybody and everybody the opportunity to get exposure on their vehicle or their project. Um, and of course, obviously, we're dealing mostly with, show and shine type vehicles, car show cars, the stereo cars, car audio competition vehicles, etc. Um, I guess the question that I have is, are all of the submissions going to eventually end up in the magazine, or is there like a selection process? Um, is there how you decide who's going in or not? Like, even if they don't win the competition to be on the cover, I know you had said that, um, that didn't necessarily mean they wouldn't be in the magazine, but I guess what I'm asking is, do you plan to use every entry, or are you going to be selecting certain ones?
No, I think we're going to put everybody that enters. We've got a section in the magazine called Readers' Rides. So all the other entries that didn't, for the people that didn't win the competition for that specific month, I'm still going to take one of those pictures and I'm going to post it into that section of the magazine as well. So yeah, there's not going to be any selections or anything. There will be each and every person that enters with us will get their vehicle inside the magazine.
That's awesome. So there you have it, guys. If you want to get your photo in the magazine, make sure you submit your entries. Um, I know he said he had a guy in the UK. Shannon's over here. And then obviously you can contact him there in South Africa if you want to submit your photos of your vehicle. Um, they're all about getting you guys that exposure and getting you out there, showing people who you are and what you're all about. So I think that's really cool. Um, let's see. Maybe the next question I have, and it might kind of be two questions in one, but so how do you go or plan to go about picking the winner for the cover each month, and what are you looking for when you're trying to find these winners to give the full blown spotlight to for the month?
So how we're going to do it is we will be choosing between the management of Rebels Media International. We'll be choosing 10, um, the top 10 entries. Those 10 photos or the 10 entries will then go up to a voting formula where people will then be voting for the cover photo or the winner for that specific month. Um, we'd like to strive to make Rebels more relatable and communication fully to all our members. So we would like to get everybody part of the family and actually join us in choosing these types of things, because Rebels Media and the magazine itself is not a one-man band. I truly believe in the fact that the more people contribute and become part of us, the better it's going to be for us. So the thing is going to be is it will be the top 10, and then the voting will be done. The voting will run for about 2 or 3 days on Facebook and Instagram, and then we will take it from there. The person that has the most votes will then obviously get the cover photo, and then the rest will then fall into the other category of the magazine.
Sweet. Um, Also, I heard earlier you said something about a radio station and your other social media platforms and things of that nature. So, are those? Do you brand all of those under Rebels Media? Can you tell me a little bit more about the radio station and your other things you have going on? Is it all acting as one, or do they each have kind of a separate little? Am I making sense?
Yes, yes. Rebels Radio and the magazine, everything goes together as one. Everything falls under Rebels Media International. So when somebody signs up for the membership, then they will get the link to the application, the mobile application. Then as soon as they install it, then they will have the full access of everything that we have to offer. We also have a TikTok account as well as a YouTube channel. That's everything linked into the app. So as soon as they log into it, then they will get that. They will be able to access all of those accounts that we have. There is different types of memberships that is available to everybody if they want to sign up on a monthly or a yearly basis. The details is with Shannon and with me personally as well, if somebody wants to know about anything like that. And then we've got a sponsorship. If we have somebody that sponsors Rebels Media International, they pay a fee per month or an annual fee, whereby they will also then get the subscription for free for a year or for a month, depending on what package they take. And Rebels Media will then also assist them in designing advertisements, etc. And we've been quite successful with the sponsorships as well. And the memberships also, there's only one membership now, which is the Pro package. As soon as they sign up, they will get the link and they will go onto the application and they can just go bonkers on it. There is a chat group on the app and everything, so they have full access to whatever we are doing.
Okay. I think you might answer my next question there too, because you talked about the memberships and your sponsors. Um, I guess I was going to ask you what the difference of the two was, but I think you kind of covered that too. Basically, you have sponsorship opportunities where they'll get a copy of the magazine digitally, etc. They also would get advertisement opportunities within the magazine, and then you have a membership, um, which basically you get a link, and that gives you access to all the Rebels Media content. If so, I
That's
think
correct,
did I
yes.
understand all that correctly? Yeah. Okay, good enough. What's going on, Miguel? How you doing, buddy? Let's see. Those of you that just popped in here, I got Mr. Kevin Stone here with me from Rebels Media. It's a digital magazine platform out of South Africa. We've been working. Shannon's been working with them. I guess we both have really at this point. But it's a pretty cool little thing. Their whole goal and mission is to basically get exposure to show and shine and car audio competition vehicles or vehicles with modifications in general. They run a monthly contest where you can get your vehicle spotlighted on the cover of their digital magazine, and you get like a full blown little section. You submit your pictures to Shannon. You can submit them to Mr. Kevin, or I think he said he also has somebody in the UK working with it. So we'll be doing that
Yeah.
each month moving forward. I'm trying to just catch everybody up. We had a few people pop in here, so let's see. We talked about they have sponsorship opportunities and membership opportunities. Um, can you tell us what's the cost of the membership that gets you that link to be able to view all of the content? Is that a monthly
So
thing or a yearly thing?
yes, there is two options. You get a monthly membership and you get an annual membership. You can choose between the two. And then after you decide, then you can just get a hold of me or Shannon. And then as soon as everything is sorted out on our sides, then we can just do the payment. And after the payment is done, you've got your access fully.
Sweet. Let's see.
Hi, Jason. How are you?
Yep. What's going on, Mr. Mike Bush, Mr. Walker? See if I see any questions for us here. If you guys have any
No problem.
questions for myself or Mr. Kevin, let me know. I don't see any questions right this second, but I want to thank everybody for joining us this afternoon. I've been kind of talking here with Kevin about Rebels Media and Rebels Magazine. I think that I think I got over all the stuff I wanted to ask you too quick, but is there something anything else you'd like to tell us about Rebels Magazine, about yourself, about what you got going on out there?
Yeah, so just to add on to the sponsorships, as long as people sign on to the sponsorship, they will also have the opportunity to advertise on the radio station as well. So I just want to add that with. In South Africa, we also have we are also certified photographers and videographers, so we are available for bookings on events, especially to take pictures, and that will then also be featured in the magazine going forward. Any shows that's happening, they are more than welcome. Anybody is welcome to send me a WhatsApp with the pictures of the certain event if we were not there to cover it ourselves, and we are more than happy to put it into the magazine itself as well, just to promote what was done on their side as well, to give them their exposure also.
That's awesome. It sounds like I like it. It's a pretty cool concept and idea. So again, all the mecha heads out there watching, check out the Rebels media here. Um, if you want to get your car, basically into the magazine there. Again, we submit pictures every month. They'll pick a vehicle to be basically, you know, I'm losing the word. I know what I want to say, and I keep losing the word. But anyways, um, basically the vehicle they'll put the spot, and then on top of that, every entry that gets submitted, the vehicle will end up in the magazine. In the reader's ride section, I believe is how I understood that. So again, anybody that just wants to get a picture of their car out there in a different way other than what you might be able to do yourself, I think this is a good opportunity to check out some cool cars and be a part of a community with like-minded individuals that like to modify their cars. And this is a lot kind of like MECA. We started out with the audio, but I mean we've got to the point now where I think we've pretty much got classes for everything. I mean, we even have an old format that includes drag racing. So I mean, if it's got wheels, we've probably got a format or something we can do to have a competition with it. So that's pretty cool. We're all about cars. Whether you like to go fast or you like to get loud or you like to touch the ground. I guess some of you. Um, I think we got a place for everybody to learn and make some friends with people that like the same kind of things we do. So I think this is a really cool opportunity for our club as well as anybody out there that's a car enthusiast. Yep, Mr. Mike Bush, I know you do. Mike likes it all. We have a few of those guys. They like to race them. They like to get them loud. They like to make them sound good. And then,
Yeah,
next thing you know, they're running in circles, but they like it.
it's all about the love of the game.
Let's see. I guess there's a couple things I can remind folks of while we're here. Um, so Mike Bush is asking about paper copies of the magazine. So currently, I know it's only digital. I guess we could turn that into a question. Is there ever plans of maybe making a hard copy? Um, what's the probabilities of getting hard copies or paper copies of the magazine?
I think we can look at it down the road. There was a lot of people here in South Africa also asking me the same question. Um, I will definitely look into it to make a like a hard copy of the magazines going forward. Um, but for now, I think the digital magazine reaches so much more people. Um, yeah, so I'll think about it. I'll think about making hard copies of it, especially if it's you know
I got
special
a good idea.
requests. Because
What if I don't know, maybe I shouldn't say it here, but I have an idea, like, I don't know, light bulb. Anyways, um, what if because I understand the digital thing myself as well. It reaches more people, and I'm sure the overhead's not quite as difficult to figure out the logistics of getting somebody to print the stuff for you and then figuring out how you're getting it out to everybody. Um, but like since we do this, you're doing this competition thing here where we pick a vehicle each month. Like, what if maybe just like once a year you have one hard copy that's just a culmination of the covers and their stories? Then that way you
that
have
is
like basically
actually
one hard copy a year. I don't know. Maybe it might work that way, but um, that's kind of what they're a lot of my guys are kind of saying, like they maybe they would pay more to get it. You know, my head of SPL is like, I think somebody would want the copy if they're featured, you know. So maybe that would be a way if you took all the feature rides at the end of the year and basically made that into a hard copy, then that would give them a way to have a keepsake. I guess that's kind of what it sounds like it's mostly about is
yeah.
having something, a keepsake type thing. I don't know. But I think that it sounds like what you got going on here is really just starting to kick off. So I think if people bears with him and we can follow the idea here, I think it's a great idea. And I think eventually as it grows, I'm sure we'll come up, or Rebels Media will come up with a lot more cool things, especially with all the different folks that they're reaching out and working with and things. So I, I would think there will be more exciting things to come in the future, no matter what.
Yes, definitely. I think that idea that you have of the hard copy at least once a year or twice a year, I think that can actually work quite well. Let me do my homework on it, and then we can take it from there. Definitely, I'm open to that.
Yeah, I know a lot of us older heads, we miss getting those paper magazines. Of course, I remember, being in middle school and high school, and we run the lowrider magazines and the I don't know, there was a couple of them I can't even remember now, but we used to get those magazines all the time and look at the cars, and that is kind of the nostalgia of it, I guess, is kind of cool, but everything's pretty much digital now. Joe says high times.
Mm.
Auto sound and security, yeah, that was one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, so also if people want to advertise their businesses that's correlated, like sound businesses or so on and so forth, they can also get in contact with me or with Shannon. I'm more than happy to put in an advertisement in the magazine for those businesses. I mean, at the end of the day, we are all family, and we are there to support each other.
That is true. Let's see, did you guys have any other questions for us? I went through my questions. We got through them a little faster. I got to learn how to drag things out more. If you do if you advertising, is that stateside or worldwide? Okay,
We are
so
definitely going to do it
question,
worldwide.
Okay. The yearly price guide was the best. Are you talking about the in the Auto Sound and Security magazine there, Joe? But Mike, I think if you didn't hear the answer to his question, I just pulled it because I want to make sure we didn't miss that, so everybody else gets to see it. Um, he's going to be worldwide is the advertising idea here. Basically, anybody that has the digital copy available to them will be able to see it regardless of where they're located. So the advertising opportunity would be worldwide. All right. I'm looking back through my chat here. I don't see any other questions at this time. So if you guys have any questions for Kevin or myself while I'm rambling here for a second, let me know and we'll try to get you answered. Um, I do want to let everybody know we're coming up on Slamology weekend this weekend. It's going to be a big show. We have quite a few people signed up to run the MECA lanes, over 100. I want to remind everybody that's coming out this weekend and everybody that's even not coming out, when you're getting ready to go to your events and start attending your events, make sure you got your membership active, so we can make sure you get your points. Make sure you update your member galleries and your profile pictures. We have that offered on the website now. We also have a couple of new retail members in our retail directory. Make sure you check out the retail directory. I think we've got several more of those added. And then you can also join the MECA teams on the website, which helps you represent your favorite brands in car audio or favorite teams in car audio. And I think that's pretty much what I have for right now for here, because again, I'll be going live again this evening. So I'll try to keep a few things to talk about later on as well.
I think the idea that Joe has, that he just commented about, I think that's also a very good idea into integrating these hard copies of the magazines. I'll definitely take that under advisement, and we can see how it goes from there. But I'm really keen on doing something like this. Yes.
Awesome. Let's see. Chris is telling me something about this will be probably for the guys. The guys heading to Indianapolis this weekend for the event. Uh, Chris is reminding me to tell everybody 69 South has got heavy construction. So expect to wait in line for a long time or find a different route. Um, that is true. There's a whole lot of construction going on through Indy right now. So I'm sure we're going to have fun getting around up there with our trailers and all that good stuff. But everybody be safe and just be mindful that there's a lot of construction going on. So just try not to be in too much of a hurry. We want everybody getting in and out of there safely. So I think that should take care of that. How you doing, Mr. Charles Simone? Those of you that missed it, I seen a couple go in and out. So who I've got with me today is Mr. Kevin Stone from Rebels Media. We talked a little bit about his Rebels magazine, his Rebels radio station, things of that nature. Basically, what he's all about is trying to get people exposure in the industry. Whether it be show and shine vehicles, car audio vehicles. I mean, to me, it's kind of like how we treat it. If it's got wheels, he wants to see it. So,
Yeah.
if you want to get your pictures out there or get an article in the magazine, make sure you reach out to one of us. Shannon's been working with with Mr. Kevin here pretty good. I think she's part or a part of the U.S. thing here. So if you need answers to any questions or you want to submit some pictures, you can reach out to Shannon or Kevin. And then again, he's got somebody in the UK. I didn't get their name yet, I don't think, but there's also somebody in the UK you can get in touch with to submit your pictures, tell them your story, and again, they'll be selecting a member each month. Um, do you have to be a member to submit your ride?
No, that's the great thing
No.
about it. You don't need to be
Okay.
a member.
So they'll be selecting a new ride to feature each month. You don't necessarily have to be a member. So if you'd like to enter the competition and get your ride in the magazine, um, send the pictures in, get them submitted, and who knows, maybe you'll see your ride on the cover of a magazine. Daniel is the guy's name in the UK. Okay, thanks, Shane. So Shannon bailed me out there. That's what I get for
Yeah,
paying all the attention.
his name is Daniel Jones. He's a very big car enthusiast. He will be running the Rebels magazine division in the UK. So yeah, I will put up all the contact details for each and every person in each region for anybody to log in or to get in contact with them. We are more than happy to assist with that.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know exactly what the price was at this point, but I agree with that. I think I remember what Shannon told me, and it was pretty cheap. So, I mean, it's a pretty good opportunity if you like vehicles, if you want to read about different cars from around the world or look at different cars from around the world. I think it's a good opportunity to be able to do that at a really good price. Let's see. I think so. Shannon asked how many pictures should they submit when they submit, and I think he said 15. Did you say 15?
Yeah, yes, up until
15
15. Yes.
up up to 15 photos. So that's um that's how many pictures you should submit.
Sorry about that.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, so the
Cardinal.
only thing that I do is I just submit the pictures and then a description of the vehicle. If any modifications was done on it, what the plans are for the vehicle going forward. The more details I can get in, the bigger is the chance of that person, um, reaching the finals, the top 10, or even winning the competition.
Right. So when you do submit your pictures, make sure you submit your resume with it. Tell us about your vehicle. Uh, tell us, what you've done to it. Tell us what you want to do to it. Maybe who did the work. How long you've been working on it. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Um, and I guess all that stuff will get taken into account. And the more information that you give us, I'm sure the better the article will be. So make
Yes.
sure. Okay, let's see. Yeah, he did tell me it's cold there right now, and that is kind of crazy because it's hot here and cold there, so that's kind of wild. Um, he did tell me it was cold. And then let's see. So Joe said, what's the website of the magazine? So I'm not sure. Does it operate off a website or do you get the membership? I'm not. I'll let Kevin explain that out to you, Joe.
Yes, you get a link as soon as you sign up for the membership. Then the link will be sent to you as well as what you need to install it, and then it will take you through the steps on how to register, how to get everything up and running, and then you will have the full access to the entire Rebels Media International platform.
So is it more like an app than it is a website?
Yeah, at this stage it's more of an app because it's easier for people to download the magazines as well as accessing the radio station quickly, as well as reaching out to all our other platforms as soon as possible. So it's I think
Okay,
for now it's easier just to do it on the app. But we are busy with a website. The website should be up within the next 2 weeks.
that's cool. That's awesome. Um, so Shannon says if you guys sign up as a member, that they'll be able to help you get it all set up. Currently, right now, it sounds to me like it's basically running off an app that you would download to your phone, and then that gives you access to all your stuff, or you would download it to your computer, either one, I suppose. Again, he did tell us that he's got a website in the works, so it's looking like I think he said 2 weeks out before we'll be able to see that or talk about that. So um, two, 3 more weeks, and we'll be able to give you a website. But currently, you become a member, you get a link to the. So Joe says, where do we go to set up the membership? So is that
Okay, so
something you would just reach out to somebody?
yeah, so what people can do if they want to sign up for the membership, they can get a hold of Shannon. Shannon has all the details in the US, or they can reach out to me personally. I will gladly guide them through the entire process. And then obviously we have Daniel in the UK, for the people that wants to sign up on that side as well. They will guide them through all, through the whole process of getting registered as a member.
Awesome. So basically, just if you're in the U.S. here, you can contact Shannon, and she'll get you figured out. She said she'll make a post on our MECA page here that gives you guys the details. So if you're interested in it, you can get yourself set up on that. What's going on, Mr. Malcolm?
Hey, Malcolm, how are you?
I will post the details afterwards. I don't have any new people that are taking over MECA South Africa just yet, Abdul. I do have people that we're working with to try to continue some events, getting some events off the ground. But I'm not really in a big hurry to jump into that right this second. But we are talking to a few different folks. Um, Want to make sure we do what we need to do and make sure we try to get the right folks in place this time around. So um, bear with me for a little bit. I will say I think there's 3 or 4 different individuals we've been speaking with, but there's no decisions. Nothing's been done. Nobody's necessarily in charge 100% or anything like that at this current time. Um, you know, like I said, hopefully it won't be too long. I do think that we'll be able to get some events off the ground for you guys before the end of the year, but I don't necessarily see new license holders or anything like that coming into play until probably at least the following season. Like I said, we want to make sure we give everybody the opportunity that wants the opportunity to reach out to us. And we'll kind of vet the folks and go from there and try to make the best decision we can to move forward. So hopefully that answers some of your guys' questions there. That I don't know 100% what your guys' rumor mill is like or whatever, but currently, like I said, I do have a few people we're working with. That's enough. Enough. Sorry. I do have a few people we're working with to try to get some events off the ground. But again, nobody's necessarily in charge. We haven't resold the license or anything like that at this point. We're really just kind of doing our homework and trying to get to know some folks, and we'll go from there. And I'm sorry, I got a dog that likes to bark at their food, and she decided it's time to eat. So she's barking at her food. She'll stop in a minute. I might shut the microphone off for a second. Shiva, just eat. I know. It's okay. Just eat. Sorry. She got I got two dogs, and when they were little, one of them got her collar. I had like a raised food bowl stand, and she got her collar caught on the stand, and the food flipped over on her and stuff. And ever since that happened, she barks at the food before she eats every time. So she thinks the food bowls are going to attack her. But yeah, after a few minutes, she gets cool, and then she'll start eating. But she has to bark at it and run around it a bunch of times before she can eat.
She needs to she needs to make sure that the food is actually dead.
Yeah. Let's see. How you doing? Is it Heenan? Hopefully I'm saying these right. And is it I'm not gonna murder that one, but how you guys doing? Thanks for coming on with us. Um,
Yeah, we've got Village Vilo, and
yep,
we've
that's
got
uh,
Heenan.
yep. So
Heenan is one of the biggest crews, basically hosting events here in South Africa, and he's also recently doing in overseas as well. So yeah, anybody that knows Nitro Crew, they know what they're getting themselves in for. They are top notch with all their events that they're hosting, um, and they've got a
okay,
lot
so
of support.
I know what that is. I think Shannon's talked to some of those folks. So I know what that is too now that you say that. So
Yeah,
well, it looks like we're kind of running down on an hour here. Um, I thank you for coming on here with me. I think I covered most of the stuff I had questions over. What's going on, Ritesh? Um, let's see. Anybody in here that has questions about Rebels Magazine or even MECA, make sure you shoot them. I'm going to turn this over to Kevin for just a few minutes and let him tell you if there, like I said, if there's anything else you want to talk about, anything you have to go over. I'll just kind of give you the floor for a few minutes, and then we'll wrap it up. So I'll give you about 5 minutes. Can you see the comments and stuff?
yes,
Are
I
you
can.
able? Okay. So I'm gonna just give Kevin the floor here for about 5 minutes, and then I'll come back on and we'll wrap it up. So if you guys have questions for Mr. Kevin here, this is your chance to get your questions answered about Rebels Media and the Rebels Magazine.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so the next issue of the Rebels magazine will be coming out on the 25th of this month. That will be our 14th official um, issue that we'll be launching. So you guys are more than welcome to get a hold of me if you want to advertise your business or you want to get features and so forth. Um, I will put up my cell phone number for the studio in the comments somewhere. Um, we also have WhatsApp groups all over. So if you guys want to be part of Rebels Media International, you guys are more than welcome. Um, like we said, we also have the competition that's running. So please get a hold of me if you guys want to be part of it. I am more than happy to assist with that as well. And the membership is also open. So if you guys want any information regarding the membership, you guys can get a hold of me. Um, guys in the US, you guys can get a hold of Shannon, and people in the UK, we've got a person by the name of Daniel. He's also in charge of Rebels Magazine on that side. So please be part of us, become part of us, become part of the family, and let's grow this magazine. Advertising, it's open. You guys can advertise your businesses with me as well. We've got the radio stations. If you guys want to do a radio ad, you guys are more than welcome to get the information from me, and we can get you guys up and running as soon as possible. Vilio, I'll send you the price list as soon as we're finished here, and also the way of how to register to become a member of Rebels Magazine. That won't be a problem. Yes, that would be perfect as well. Shannon will also post all the information regarding Rebels Magazine on the page for MECA, and it will also be on the Rebels Media International Facebook page and on the groups as well for everybody to get a hold of us as soon as possible if interested. No problem, but I'll send it through to you as soon as we're done here. It's very cheap, very affordable, and with everything that you guys get with it, it's definitely worth being and becoming a member of the group itself. Um, like I said, you guys will have the opportunity to download all the magazines for free then, and yeah, you guys will have access to the radio station. You'll have access to all the other um, social media platforms. There's a chat group um, on the app as well, group chats, individual chats. I'm going to start doing advertisements for businesses on the app as well. So there's a lot of big things that's going to come up soon as time goes on. So I'm very excited about it. No, I didn't know, Shannon, but it's fine. Um, I like chatting. I'm a big talker. I just get nervous sometimes, but it's part of life. Um, no, from my side also, I would like to thank you very much for the opportunity. Thank you for being part of Rebels Media International. Um, the support from MECA has been amazing. And I just hope that we can continue doing this going forward and make this one hell of a success. I'm going to put you on the spot also. When you least expect it, I'm going to do it. I need to thank you guys for being part of Rebel Heads. Um, you guys have really motivated me. I've been in the car industry for about 8, 9 years now. I've competed myself. Um, but yeah, I think this is going to be something good to look forward to.
Go. I'm back. No, 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 no. Okay.
Hello, bud.
How you doing?
Better.
Now they're both going. I think the mailman just touched my mailbox. Go outside. Go outside. They sound so mean. They're not. Um, they made me lose what I was going to say too. All right, now they're gone. Okay, Shannon put us on the spot, I guess. Now he's gonna do it back to me. Thanks a lot, pal. All right.
She likes putting me on the spotlight until I do it to her.
Um, well, it looks like they got you to answer a few questions too, so that's good. Hopefully,
Yes.
hopefully we answered everybody's questions about the Rebel Head, about MECA. Again, make sure you check them out. We've been working with them for a few weeks now, and seems like a really cool idea and a really cool platform. So we're on board, and hopefully we can grow together a little bit here. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what we come up with in the future and moving forward together.
Yes, definitely.
My, my chat got quiet on me, so now I don't know what to say. You see what y'all do to me? That's what always happens when I get towards the end. It just depends on how much I actually have that I want to talk about before I get on here. And then next thing you know, you got to figure out how to waste the time. But again, we do have two events coming this weekend. I didn't go over that, so I guess I'll go over that now as well. I already put them in here for this evening. But we do have the Slamology event going on at Lucas Oil Speedway there in Indianapolis. I think most of the folks know what Slamology is, so we've got that going on Saturday and Sunday. We'll be doing sound pressure, park and pound, X classes on Saturday, and then dueling demos on Sunday there. And then we have a show coming up on Sunday the 9th, um, in Coconut Creek, Florida at Tent World. So that'll be a 3X there at Tent World in Florida coming this weekend. So those are the two events we have going on this weekend. So all the mecha heads traveling this weekend, be safe, high scores. Uh, the South African guys are telling me cheers. It's still a little bit early over here for cheersing, but I might take you up on that here in a couple hours. I've got another project I'm working on. I'm trying to get our truck ready for the show this weekend, and they were calling for a bunch of rain today, so I was kind of happy I was going to have some things to do in the rain, but it looks like they lied about the rain. So I think I'm going to, when we get off here, I'm going to head out and work on this truck a little bit and try to get farther along than I thought I could get by tomorrow, because tomorrow's supposed to be nice, but it's going to be hot again. So I think I'm going to, and I should have a YouTube or a probably some TikToks and some YouTubes coming for you guys by the morning. I plan on trying to make some of those, make some video edits and stuff this evening. I got about 5 more minutes before my 10 hours is full on my card, so I'm gonna try to finish my battery install video that I've been working on with the last 5 minutes I got left on my card, and then I should have that going up for you guys this evening. Uh, Again, it'll either, I know I'll have a YouTube video and some TikToks. The YouTube video might come a little bit later, but I'll probably post a few TikToks this evening. YouTube is MECA Official. TikTok is the Real MECA Car Audio. Get on there, check us out, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you're not a member of following our main MECA page here, make sure you like and follow the page for all your MECA news and announcements. This main page here that I go live from is the one where you'll be able to find most of the real important information. We do have a whole lot of other platforms and pages, by state, etc., that are kind of under our little umbrella. So there's a lot of MECA pages out there, but this main one that I'm going live from right this second, that's the one that you'll be able to see most of the big news on. finals announcements, things like that. So like and follow that. Again, I want to thank Kevin for coming on with us today. Make sure you guys check out the Rebels magazine. Let's try to get these guys growing and see what we can do together here. Like I said, I think it's a really cool idea, and I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of vehicles you guys submit to us that we can get in this magazine here. I'm gonna let Kevin tell you guys later on or goodbye, however you want to look at it, and then I'll sign off right after he does, and we'll call this one a wrap, I think. So thanks again, Kevin.
Thank you so much, Bud. Thank you for having me.
Anytime, man. So we'll probably try to do this again with Mr. Kevin every so often as we get things going with the magazine and things like that. Let you guys know how it's going there, and maybe recover some of the stuff that changes or evolves as we move forward. But again, check out Rebels Media. If you'd like to know how to get signed up, Shannon will be making a post when we get off here, and you can contact Shannon or Kevin or Daniel in the UK, and they'll be able to help you get started. Um, I think that's all I got for now. I'm going to turn Mr. Kevin off. Thanks again, Kevin, and we'll talk to you
Thank
again
you so
soon.
much.
And we're down to the end here. So I think most of you guys know the drill. I want to thank all of you for coming on with me today. Thank all of you for being here. Again, all my normal MECA heads, I'll be here this evening at 8 o'clock. I'm going to get out here and work on the Smurf a little bit, the Exploder. Um, you know, whatever you guys want to call it, I call it the Smurf. But anyways, um, until next time, keep it loud and clear, MECA heads.